What's up, kings and queens? Welcome back to Bad Habits Kingdom. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and for subscribing. You can also check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple. You name it, we got it, my kings and queens. Oh man, we are moving up on subscribers. I really appreciate it, guys. I love you guys so much. And next weekend we will be ordering the Bad Habits Kingdom t-shirts. And unfortunately, we're not going to be getting them until after the first of the year. I actually thought we'd get them by the second or third week of December, but it's not going to be until after the first of the year. With holidays and everything like that, it's just too backed up. But I have gotten your guys' emails. I know who wants one. So I have quite a few that I'm going to be sending out. But you will get one, my babies. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. Thank you, guys. As of always, if you hear any yelling, screaming, or breaking, that is my almost 2-year-old daughter, Luna. She likes to be part of the show. And when I don't include her, she likes to, break the cameras and tear the mics and stuff like that. It's okay. I love her. And next week, my queen and I will be going to the Children's Hospital here in Las Vegas to drop off some toys. If you would like to help donate to that cause, go to the GoFundMe account in the link below. Every donation counts. $1, $5, $10. It goes a long way. And it's the holiday season, so we're trying to get them some really good toys this time. So please go to the GoFundMe account in the link below. Help donate. It's for a great cause for the children at the Children's Hospital. And I'm actually going to try to record it just so you guys will actually be able to see their reactions and stuff. But we'll see how it goes. So tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Oh, damn. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, New York rapper who turned into a snitch. Okay, now right now he is actually known as the biggest snitch in the world, But somebody asked me today, what would you do if you were facing 50 years? 50 years or freedom? What would you do? Now, I was raised personally like you don't rat on anyone, no matter what, not even your worst enemy. Now, two of these guys, I kind of understand why Tekashi did rat on two of them. The other 8 or 20 or whatever he did, I don't know. I don't know why. Because Tekashi, he went way overboard with it. I mean, he was ratting on everybody and everything. You could tell that he was terrified for his life. He was terrified of jail. He did not want to go. He was trying everything he could. So he was just ratting. Now, first thing, Tekashi was kidnapped. Okay, now he was kidnapped, so he ended up ratting on that guy. That kind of makes sense. The guy who kidnapped him and stuff like that. Second one, so we're gonna talk about that first. So the kidnapping. So Tekashi was kidnapped. Okay, I don't know if it was by his former manager. I don't think the guy was his manager. I think it was just someone that he did business with, and it was kind of like a manager. And then he ended up leaving him and going with another guy named Shotty. Now, Tekashi was rolling with this guy, and apparently he didn't want to work with him anymore and decided to go with Shotty. Pissed the guy off. I'm not going to say his name or anything like that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't know him. I don't want him, put his name out there, even though everyone knows it. But he ended up getting upset about it. And in the video, if you watch it on YouTube where Tekashi's getting kidnapped, you hear the guy saying, well, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call me? Something like that. But from Tekashi's side, he was basically like, yeah, they kidnapped him. The one dude was like, let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. The other guy was like, man, shut up.
Run it, nigga. Give me everything, nigga. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car, nigga. Get in the car, nigga.
So he also pretty much saved his life because the one guy wanted to kill him and he was telling the guy no. So me personally, I think if they wanted him dead, they would have killed him. Tekashi said that they were about to or they were going to no matter what. But me personally, I just think if they wanted that guy dead, he would have been dead right away. They got the jewelry. And apparently after they got the jewelry, that's when they were going to kill him. That does make sense, But I don't know. Me personally, I think if they really wanted to, they could have. Because when Tekashi was running away from him, they didn't pop off any shots or anything. And they definitely could have got him in the back. But now, I'm going to talk about Shotty for a little bit. Now, the reason why I understand Tekashi ratting on Shotty, okay. Rule number 1 in life, never rat. Never ever snitch. Not even on your worst enemy. When I was growing up and we told on each other, we would get in trouble for it. You just don't do it no matter what. But this guy's Shotty. Okay, apparently he was like kind of like his manager. I don't think he was officially his manager. I could be wrong about that. I was just seeing other interviews on Adam 22, his coolest podcast, and Vlad TV. You know, I can't think of their names off the top, but they started, or one of the guys started Treyway as the record label and signed Tekashi because of his videos and stuff like that. But apparently, Shotty was the manager in other people's eyes, but that guy was like, nah, Shotty was never his manager. You know, he had a totally different guy. But Shotty, I think, was trying to be his manager if he actually wasn't. But like I said, rule number 1, never snitch. Rule number 2, never hook up with your boy's girl or wife. Never, ever. You don't hook up with your buddy's girl or with your buddy's wife. And that's what Shotty was doing. Now, apparently, both of these, you know, Sarah and Shotty both deny these allegations. They said, no, it's not true. But me personally, I would say, yes, they definitely.
He accuses you of some sort of relationship with Shotty?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Is there any truth in that at all?
No, that's ridiculous. The thing
like you and his baby mom.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
It was. Now, Shotty banging his wife, banging his girl. Why would you protect him? You know, guy pulls a gun on him, threatens to kill him, takes thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. Why would you protect him? So those two I kind of understand. But he went way overboard with it. He was on record telling a guy, I'll give you 20 grand to go kill him. 2 hours later, the guy gets shot at. Apparently, it wasn't from Tekashi's man, but he just happened to order the hit that day. The guy gets shot at that day. And he ends up ratting on him. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You ratted the guy out that you hired to do the job. Like, whoa, he just went way overboard with it. You know, a lot of celebrities, Snoop, 50, Keefy D, Mob James, so many other celebrities were commenting on this, basically on Vlad TV. If you've never seen Vlad TV, check it out. He does a lot of great interviews. He also did a shout out to Bad Habits Kingdom. I screen recorded it and put it on there, so definitely check it out. And Adam 22's podcast is cool too. Coolest podcast ever. Now, I try to watch Tekashi 69 do interviews. I saw the Logan Paul podcast on Impulsive that when he was on there. I saw the Breakfast Club a few times. You know, he was on there a couple different times. It's just hard for me to watch him because, like, sometimes he just doesn't make sense. Like, he's like, I can't be touched. I'm untouchable. Now, this is after he was kidnapped. I'm untouchable. I told you. I'll be the biggest artist from New York. Who's bigger than me? I'm untouchable. Dude, you were just kidnapped. I mean, how are you untouchable? The feds are all over you. The one thing that Tekashi 69 did that drives me insane, that he literally got away with, is he beat his girl's ass. I mean, he beat her bad. Now, what's wrong about this is, yeah, she was cheating on him. He was definitely cheating on her. She did it way worse. She was cheating on him with his friend. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Now, basically, their side is, oh, his shoddy side is no, that, you know, they just got a friendship. Same thing with Sarah, Tekashi's wife or girlfriend. I'm sorry, ex-girlfriend now. Basically, no, they're just friends. They just hang out on a personal, you know, friendship level. BS. When that girl was alone with him in that small ass apartment every single day, that was going on. The clap. That was going on, kings and queens. It's 1 a.m. almost here in Vegas, so bad habits after dark right now. Okay, for sure, because she was definitely hooking up with Shoddy. I don't care what anyone says. Apparently, there's more evidence showing that. And Tekashi actually did an interview. I forgot what the lady's name is. It was like right when he got out of jail, and he was basically explaining why he ratted. He actually saw text messages on Shoddy's phone from Sarah, you know, like, you know, saying this and that. So he knew what was up. You know, he had the, you know, suspicion for a little bit. He was seeing a lot of things on social media saying like, you know, Shoddy's banging his girl no matter what anyone says, blah, 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 blah. But he didn't really want to believe it, I don't think. And then when he realized it, you know, he just snapped and beat the hell out of her. Didn't do anything to Shoddy. I don't even think he confronted him. And he was in LA with them at the time. Now, 6ix9ine, just what really drives me nuts about it is that he knew the situation he was getting into. He should know when you're getting in that kind of situation, there's consequences. It's just like a drug dealer. If a drug dealer knows it's wrong, that if I get caught, I'm going to jail, they know it. You know, they know the cause, the situation before it happens. So when you get busted, you shouldn't be like ratting on everybody just because you're caught. And honestly, that shouldn't really be a law. You know, it's not right that, you know, someone like me, let's say I was a supplier or, you know, something, and I never got caught, but my person I sold to did, and he just rats me out. He goes to walk away, and I go to prison just because he told on me. That is wrong. I just disagree with that. You know, look at Sammy the Bull. The Sammy the Bull killed 15 people, and he's walking the streets today. There's people that never even killed anybody, and they're never getting out of prison. Never. They didn't rape, they didn't kill, they were in on a drug charge or something like that, and they're never getting out of prison. Sammy the Bull murdered 15 people in cold blood and is a free man today. Now, Tekashi's facing 47 years in prison. I said 50, but it's 47 years in prison. He said on the Breakfast Club, there's two things he's terrified of: God and the FBI. Well, the FBI became a reality, and he was singing like crazy. They did the RICO Act, and what's dangerous about the RICO Act, he can basically make things up. The guy that started the record label, Treyway, did I say that right? Treyway? I don't want to be insulting or anything. I don't think I'm saying it right, but he started the label Treyway. He signed Tekashi. He didn't get in any kind of trouble. He's doing the interviews right now and telling us everything about Tekashi and stuff, which really I do believe everything he says. Him and his partner that do the interviews, they were on Adam 22's podcast, the coolest podcast ever. They were on Vlad TV as well. And let's see if we can get them on Bad Habits Kingdom, the baddest podcast ever. Let's try to see if we can get them on here. I'll try to reach out, see what we can do. I also reached out to Sarah, Tekashi's ex-girlfriend, and I reached out to Tekashi, but that ain't happening. Now, when he started the label, you know, he didn't even want to mess with Tekashi. You know, he was like, no. But then he was thinking business-wise. The guy has cool videos. His rapping ain't all that, but his videos are fire. And his videos are like, they get views like crazy. His video that he did with Trippie Redd has like 175 million views. That's ridiculous. You know, that is crazy. Like half of the planet watched this video pretty much. I wish Bad Habits Kingdom could get that many views. I would be so happy. And of course, I would remember my kings and queens who was with me at the beginning, which is you guys. So definitely let me know if you would like a t-shirt. Don't forget, badhabitsking@gmail.com. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine freaks out. He gets busted by the feds. You know, he's just telling on everybody. And then, like I'm saying in the RICO Act, the guy that started Treyway, he didn't get any trouble. But if Tekashi just said, yeah, him and he did this and this and this, he goes to prison just by him saying that. I mean, he could have made a story up, you know? When you're dealing with the RICO Act and stuff like that, it's so sketchy and dangerous. You know, there should be a law where, you know, just because you're ratting on somebody, you should at least do more than 2 years. You know, he got out celebrity style for the child thing. You know, if you guys don't know about that, basically when he was shooting a video, it was after the Trippie Redd video he did. He was doing a video, and one of the girls that were doing the video with him was 13 years old. And in the paperwork, that girl did have sex with somebody. Tekashi 6ix9ine was grinding up on her, even though he was denying this at first, that he never touched her, nothing. He was grinding up on her. He was filling her up. He was trying to. 13. Now, I don't know if he knew she was 13 or not. You know, that's sickening if he really did. He says that she said that she was 18, but everybody says that. Oh, she said she was 18. Now, a lot of girls, though, that are 13, 12, 14, they'll put a bunch of makeup on and they will look like they're 20, 30 years old. But, you know, I just think he might have knew about it personally. But it's sickening if he did. So he gets arrested for that. Anybody else would have went to prison for that. He got 4 years probation. Celebrities get away with stuff. It's crazy to me. It's ridiculous. You know, it's just BS in a way. You know, some of these celebrities do some real serious offenses and they're just totally walking away with it. Like, you know, there's so many superstars that freaking raped women and abused women and stuff like that. They might go to prison, like Cosby, but they're not doing 20 years. Cosby didn't go to prison for 20 years. And he had multiple women. Celebrities get away with a lot of things. Tekashi got away with it a few times. He beat his girl. He broke the law multiple times. Ratted people out. Hooked up. I'm not saying he had sex with the minor, but was filling up on a minor. And people still buy his music today. People still buy his records. They still watch his videos. Today, after all that, if it was anyone else, they'd be in prison for life. It's just shocking to me. I mean, but what would you do? You know, I don't want to get off topic here. What would you do if you were, I mean, I really think about this. If you were facing 50 years in prison, and if you told, you get 2 years. Basically 47 years. I'm rounding it up to 50. 50 years or 2 years. What would you do? Now, Tekashi's like, why am I going to sacrifice the rest of my life for people who betrayed me? Those two guys that betrayed him, I understand where he's coming from on that. Guy was banging his girl. Dude pulled a gun on him, you know, was about to kill him, apparently. You know, he obviously doesn't care about your life, so I get it. Dude's banging your girl. He doesn't care how you feel either. You know, so those two, I get it. But everybody else, you know, I mean, come on. Come on, man. You know, he did way too much. Way too much. But that's why I wanted to do this video. I want your guys' opinion. What would you do if you were facing 50 years in prison? Would you tell, or would you do the 50 years? Now, 50 years is a long time. You know, we all have our respect. We all have our loyalty. We all know the rules. Never snitch. Never hook up with your partners, no matter if it's a woman or man, loved one, ever. What would you do? Would you do the 50 years? You know, and even think, man, I just did 20 years. I still have 30 more years to go. I will be 80 years old when I walk out that door. All this hopes and dreams, done. 80 years old when you walk out the door. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you would do. He's still blowing up. His videos are 70, 50 million views every day. Let me know what you would do. Let me know if you would do the 50 or would you tell and do the 2? And be honest. You know, we all say, oh, we would never tell. But put yourself in that situation. Would you tell or would you walk? That's going to be it for tonight, guys. I know we're doing a short video on this. We're going to be doing a follow-up video when I get some emails. Definitely let me know what you think. Also, go to the GoFundMe account link again. You know, definitely donate $1, $5, $10, $100, $1,000. You know, it's holidays. We want to get a lot of toys for the kids this time around. We're going to be going on the 18th. So there's still plenty of time. If you haven't done it yet, go to the GoFundMe account and help donate. Every donation counts. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and do the like, thumbs up, and go ahead and ring that little bell as well. I love you guys so much for all your support. You have no idea. And for those of you that email me want a t-shirt, I promise you at the first of the year, I will make sure you get one. Don't worry. I'm going to be ordering them next week. They might come before the first of the year. You never know. That's just what the company said, that it might be around after the first of the year. So definitely let me know if you would like a free Bad Habits Kingdom t-shirt. Go ahead and email me at badhabitsking@gmail.com. Also, check us out on Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, Apple, Bad Habits Kingdom, my loved ones. All right, kings and queens, you guys have a great night. Stay safe and tell me what you would do, the 50 or the 2. Let me know what you would do. Leave a comment below. You guys have a great night. Love you.